Good afternoon and welcome back to the channel. I was hoping to get everything wrapped up today to where we could start installing tomorrow. I got this other bathroom. Actually, let's come in here first. I got this bathroom all wrapped up. Ended up only putting one board down last night, which was this main board right here. It only went 4 foot over. Right there you can see the seam, and went right down through here and underneath the cabinet for the way that I had it framed. So I ended up doing all of this plywood and stuff in here today. And I want to point out, anytime that you are doing a re-subfloor in a bathroom, it is very important that you get the your plywood up underneath of your commode flange. As you can see, I got like I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 screws in that to the plywood, just to make sure that that's good and solid. If you just cut around that with your plywood and it's not held onto nothing, that's what you fasten your commode to. So your commode is just going to be all wobbly. Nothing's going to be securing it to the floor at all. Even though you will run your commode bolts up through here to the commode, if this is not fastened down, that's just going to rock on the floor. So it's very important that you get your plywood all the way up underneath there enough to where your screws will hold onto it. You can see it's extremely solid there. So we got all of this stuff done, and today, while I was in here framing this out, my wife was actually going around. Well, let's look at this anyway. So you see this whole bunch of boards over here on this far wall. That was from the other bathroom. In order to get something over on the other side of this wall to frame to, I actually reached underneath the wall and started screwing and securing one board at a time to this joist here. So I screwed the fire out of this board, I screwed the fire out of this board, and I screwed the fire out of this board, and so on. I think it took like 5 boards to where it would stick out the other side there for me to have something to frame to, because it was too far of a reach to put joist hangers or anything like that. But either way, I mean, this is extremely solid. It's not going to go anywhere. So today when I tore this up, I was like, oh, what the crap, there's my boards that I put underneath there, because it's just right on the other side of the wall. So I just took and filled in here. Thank you. Yeah, it's real good and solid. Thank you, Juicy Fruit. So this is where it stopped here, there, and then my other one. So I just kind of stuck these in there like a jingle block or whatever to finish out here, to give me something to form a subfloor in here. And I've done the same thing over here. So here, and here, these 3 was not on there from yesterday, so I just put those on there today. And I had to plan out how I was going to lay my subfloor before I framed it, so I would know where to put extra wide joists in there, so I could for my seams in the subfloor. So I plan to put one piece right here in this whole square. That square right here around the vent, I actually had to go out into the doorway some, because this was end up soft after I started cutting into stuff right in the doorway there. So that square will be a piece. This square right here where I'm standing is going to be a piece all the way up until this one. As you can see, that one runs right up beside the wall. So I will stop my seam in my plywood right here on this beam, and then I will do, if you can see, I got double here. So this right here will be one piece, and then this up until this joist is right here, I'll split that commode flange. That way I can get underneath there real good. So I will split another one right here, and I will put one more piece in the back from this point back, a bit of seam right across here in my subfloor, and then that will be in the back. And I was originally thinking about putting my seam where I cut around my water line. I was thinking about having it right there, my split in the subfloor. but I got to thinking about sticking it underneath it this way to make it go under my flange. So I ended up having to stick this board here so that whenever I scoop this piece underneath my toilet flange like that, I'll have to stick my little notch in back there. I'll go in the other room and show you what I'm talking about, if that makes any sense. Anyway, somebody had already previously done some bracing up in here, and those boards were turned sideways here because of the water drain right there. So what I did, I just took some 2x and stuck them up underneath there, braced this up, what was already down, and shot screws in it. You see here, same thing over there. So I just more or less secured what they already had, since it was laid flat and not straight up and down. There was some little framing here that I just knocked out and rebuilt back myself, but that I left because of the drain right there. So anyway, what I was talking about with the little splice around the water line, I'll show you in here what I'm talking about. So see this splice right here? Yeah, thank you guys, I appreciate it. See this little slice right here? It's when I cut it to go around my pipe here. I was able to do that here because this one went in that way and I had enough room to get it. You can see my seam right here. Well, in there, I'm going to have to run it this direction, so my slice will actually be here. I cut this in 2 pieces. This is actually a seam in my subfloor right here. That's how I was able to get this in, this piece here in, and then this piece here in. That's how I was able to get it up underneath here really good. So anyway, that's where we're at. And like I said a while ago, as I was framing that in there, my wife was crawling around on her hands and knees and pulling up nails around where they had tack strip, such as all of this stuff. She took up the tile. Looks like you're getting close to the fun part. Yes, sir. I was hoping to be started tomorrow. We'll kind of see, because as my wife was crawling around and pulling tack strip nails and stuff, you can see, I don't know if you can or not. Do it again. Anyway, that's all. Oh, don't go through. Anyway, she found a soft spot right here. Over here is another rotten spot we're going to have to do. I thought I was just about done, but that's all soft. This is all soft. Over here in this corner, right here, this is all soft, about to go through. And last night before I left, I found a soft spot right here in front of the sink. It's all soft. So I've actually got 5 more places to fix before I'm able to start installing. It's like the more we do, the more we just continue to find. So I was really hoping to get to installing tomorrow, and I'm still going to try. I think I'm just going to hang out and for a little bit and do that plywood in the bathroom there, so we can tomorrow. These little places, like I just pointed out, they're going to be real easy to fix. They're just little squares. It ain't nothing like a total demolition or nothing on like the bathrooms were. So anyway, I just wanted to point that out, show you guys where we was at and all that stuff. And all that stuff. So hope you guys don't see my black eye. She got mad at me earlier and started beating me up. I'm just kidding. I just said that because somebody said, you guys get along? Or you guys fight or whatever? Yeah. It kind of looks like we fight every time you see us. We're like at each other's throat. Anyway, I just wanted to show where we was at and let you guys know that we got 5 more patches to do on top of what we've already done, and I thought I was done. So it's kind of a bummer, but anyway, it is what it is, and we will be back at it tomorrow. So FBSB is out. Thank you guys for tuning in.